Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Wagner. And his first look is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Wagner. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
from the gun on third down. Wagner, touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In motion left is Davis. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To the air. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Wagner. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Wagner rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Abanikanda. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bills at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You talk about this Jets defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Harris to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The give now to Abanikanda. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Wagner. And this is Cook with the ground. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
Abanikanda. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First and goal, New York.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Israel Abanikanda, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with. They've got his man complete. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Wagner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wagner. And he gets it down to the 32.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Allen now looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
It's a loss of 2.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Harris returning. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35, here's second down and 3. And off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen going to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Down the left sideline.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jonathan Mingo.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Off the play fake. Wagner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wagner, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
One final try here for Allen. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Off play action. Wagner.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On the toss, Abanikanda.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Jonathan Mingo
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
At the 24-yard line.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, Wagner.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Mingo right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Wagner. And complete right side to Cook. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Off play action. Wagner working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
17 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up third and inches.
Here's Abanikanda.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Wagner firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
To throw on 2nd down. Wagner, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to